An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can...
Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Used the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice job there by the QB on the screen because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and right away takes it up the field to get some consequences.
Just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators will try to move the sticks on 4th down. To get it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
They send the tight end in motion. Smith wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Barrels ahead, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. On second and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the returner will be dragged down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. Oh, what a move to get open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Longhorn! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Smith dropping to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the tailback. There he goes. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. That's caught. It's Hamilton. Puts him in the spin cycle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because
he's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last. Comes the offense. On the run, it's Clark. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Montgomery. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. to run for it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play-action fake. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Smith wants to throw. Fakes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Touchdown Gators! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run it. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to sneak it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. swapping ends of the field. That gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Alford. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? A lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind him to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and the receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith dropping to pass. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. He's in open space downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll line up for a second down play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever. clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
Turning it on. Jukes his way for more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground with the back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Alford. He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Simon. He smashes his way through again. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up. Here we go.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be offense and run that clock.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Alford. grab behind the line. It's Simon. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys. And